It is time for the Nebraska Dairy Update. I'm Chad Moyer. On today's program, an update from Midwest Dairy. We're visiting with Beth Bruck-Upton. She is now Vice President of Research and Innovation with Midwest Dairy. First of all, Beth, congratulations on the new title. Maybe tell me about this new title, this new position. What is going on structurally within Midwest Dairy that you have this new position now?
Yes, Chad, always great to be with you. Thanks for having me on. I think just kind of looking back historically, I've been with Midwest Dairy now for about 16 years, which is hard to even believe. Time flies by. But in the past 8 years, I've served in a role really overseeing the business unit operations. So think about the work we do at Midwest Dairy in terms of implementing with a team across a 3-state geography. So my geography has been the state of Nebraska and also South Dakota and North Dakota. And in my new role, I'm really, one of the things that our new CEO has identified as she's come on, and actually she just celebrated her first year here, is that we have maybe a little bit of a gap as it relates to some of the work that we do with our processors and just that relationship there and recognizing opportunity. And so this new role, as it relates to serving as the Vice President of Research and Innovation, will oversee kind of 3 key areas. And one of those is the work that we do at the Midwest Dairy Foods Research Center. And that includes 6, core collaborating universities we have here across our 10-state footprint to really advance research for both the industry as well as consumer solutions. So trying to make sure dairy is relevant for today and also, for 15 years, the future, years down the road from now. And then also working with partners similarly in that space, but really looking at innovation. So again, when we think about the needs of consumers tomorrow, how do we make sure that dairy is going to be present in that space? And so looking at entrepreneurial partners and those who want to innovate with dairy, how do we help them scale their business and get in the marketplace and reach more consumers to, again, increase dairy sales ultimately at the end of the day? And the third branch really of the position looks at that work with processors and just understanding their core needs, opportunities we have to collaborate together. Again, research needs and capabilities and innovation, is always at the forefront of those conversations as well.
All right. Beth, could you describe what is going on? What is Midwest Dairy doing in these areas, right now? Like you say, connected to some of these research centers or trying to foster innovation. What are some things that are going on now? And I guess, where do you see it going from here on out now?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. So we have a very strong research center. So the Midwest Dairy Foods Research Center has been around for a while now, and it's very strong. I think initially, Chad, I see that work continuing. We have a strategic plan in place where we really look at funding research under 2 priorities. Again, industry solutions, where think about, a process or need maybe to identify a new practice to enhance food safety, or maybe it's a packaging need or concern, or even if we look at exports, it might be how can we innovate our practices to, be even more aggressive in that export space. So lots of different capabilities there as we look at research. And then on the consumer solution side, again, it's looking at what is the consumer of tomorrow going to need, and then looking at those proposals and, really principal investigators wanting to come forward that have an idea for research in that space that we can fund and help move the needle in terms of the science that supports that area.
Yeah. All right. So just as we kind of wrap up, I guess anything that you want dairy farmers to kind of know and understand about, this position and some of the goals and the work that Midwest Dairy is doing?
Yeah, I think one of the things I would share, Chad, is we're currently working with a new partner called Venture Fuel on and again, it's called an accelerator, where we have an opportunity out there right now for companies, again, who are innovating with dairy to apply to be part of our accelerator program. The applications actually just opened on Monday of this week, and they'll be open through May. And again, it's an opportunity to try to capture those companies who are innovating. If they are chosen and selected, they will have access to a number of different things, including business coaching, a lot of insights as it relates to, again, the packaging space and things that they'll need to be successful as they think about their business plan. And again, our goal is to help launch them into that marketplace. And again, hopefully become a very successful company and advance dairy sales, which is our goal.
Yep. If folks would like to get more information on that specifically or the other things going on at Midwest Dairy, how can they do that?
Yes, you can always visit our website, which is midwestdairy.com. And there also is a separate link that will take you right to our Midwest Dairy Accelerator project, which is very exciting.
All right, very good. Hey, thanks for visiting with us. Again, that's Beth Bruck-Upton, new title with Midwest Dairy, Vice President of Research and Innovation, joining us on today's Nebraska Dairy Update. Chad Moyer reporting.